It's tough to include kids in all of the craziness of the holidays, but good news, there's now an app for that. Brian Linder is here to introduce us to You Rule Chores. Hey Brian, how are you?
Great, how are you doing?
This is your brainchild. You came up with this concept, and this might sound like a kind of an obvious question, but what was your motivation?
Well, motivation was we needed a chore routine around the house. And you know, the kids leave stuff everywhere, and they're a drag to get to try to pick it back up. My wife and I have to follow them around nagging in a louder and louder voice, and that's just not sane behavior for two adults.
No.
So one day I was, walking around the house trying to get chores done, and my kids were sucked into their iTouches. And to get their attention, I said, "Hey boys, why don't you go download that app that'll do all your chores for you?" And so they looked at me like I was nuts. But that's kind of when it hit me. I needed an app that helps me organize chores, but it also needs to act, look, and sound just like the apps that they love.
Right, so it has to be friendly. It has to be kid-friendly. So you have your iPhone here, but the good news is I know that this is difficult for viewers to see, so we blew up some of these images so that people could really get a good idea of what's on this particular app and how it can keep you stay organized. Let's go down the line here and tell us what we're seeing.
Okay, well, it is a very powerful sort of chore management tool, but we've disguised it as a game.
Okay.
And so here you see the kids can pick a character that they can be within the gaming app. And so they each get their own page, and you here see 3 samples of 3 of the characters.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Across the top it tells you how many chores they have for that day, and then down below each kid has their own chore list and their own wish list. And so they set their own goals within their wish list, and the chore list helps them go after those goals.
That is so smart, especially because they can create their own character. They really can make it feel like they're really participating in a video game.
Sure.
And at the same time, they're getting stuff done.
Real world rewards.
I love it. Okay.
And so here's the chore list right here. And as you hit the done buttons, a little coin goes across, and they get more coins, just like you're in a real video game. And as they do chores, their characters level up. They get kind of fun little animated powers with audio and sound and motion and all that.
Okay, so maybe instead of you having to kind of dole out any kind of allowance or whatever, they're continuing to get motivated, because with each chore that's accomplished, not only do they get a coin, but then that adds up to other things that they
love to progress.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
That is so smart. That is so smart. Okay, then go down here.
And so then this is the homepage view, and when you're on the homepage, it gives you kind of a sense of the weekly progress. And so I could see, who's down there. There's Luke. Luke is doing better than Kate down there in that case. And so each kid kind of moves up as they do more chores, and then down at the bottom you can see how many chores they have to do for that day.
So it keeps them motivated.
So the parent just looks at the phone, and she can see right away who's ahead and who's behind. And you better believe my 7-year-old loves to be ahead of the 10-year-old.
Right.
And the 10-year-old sees a 7-year-old get ahead of him, and he's off to do chores because he doesn't want to be beat.
He doesn't want to be beat.
A little bit of friendly competition.
I like that idea. So what age range is best for this type of app?
I think 5 to 11, although we have had some people with 3-year-olds using it for other simple things, or I've seen some 2-year-olds working on potty training. In that case, parents have used the app for that as well. And so we've designed it to be really flexible, but 5 to 11 I think is the target age.
It's kind of the target age. This is a great idea. How can we get a hold of this app for ourselves?
Well, it's just for the iPhone and iTouch. It also works pretty good on iPad, but you can go to iTunes. You could search for You Rule Chores, Y-O-U-R-U-L-E Chores, or you can go to yourulechores.com, and you could just hit the Get This App link. It'll take you right to the store.
I'm really grateful to you. Seriously, I can't begin to tell you. I can't wait to download this now that the kids are out of school, so I appreciate it. And once again, to download the You Rule app, just go to yourulechores.com. Amy, over to you.